Y'all, since the government is dragging its feet on the release of the next batch of UFO files, I'm still on vacation. So as a special treat, today's Throwback Thursday is going to be a clear UFO Mothership compilation where you're going to see fascinating UFO sightings, like strange orbs being released by a UFO mothership. A strange diamond craft that some think is a mothership, others think may be something more natural. Even a city in the sky, massive in stature. Oh, and those orbs the first UFO let out? Well, it seems they went back into another mothership. Now, for the best experience, I recommend you sit back on the couch, watch this on your TV in 4K, and enjoy. First, I want to showcase some UFO sightings that have something the UFO community have been searching for so long. We're talking about UFO sightings that actually show at least some of the 5 observables. Starting with this absolutely incredible UAP sighting of the craft literally instantaneously accelerating. Like, it is incredible. And y'all, the video is not sped up. You can actually use the cars on the road as a reference so you can see their speed. It is not a sped up video. The craft is just moving that fast. This happened in downtown Toledo on October 12th of 2024. Check it out. Wow, thank you so much, Think Tank, for sharing that incredible sighting to Twitter. Doesn't it remind you of that UFO we checked out the other day that dropped elevation from the building and then zipped away? Could those be a similar type of craft? The movements are so similar in my opinion, but that's a debate for next time because we already have another major UFO event to jump onto. This one comes from UAP Interest Alex over on Reddit, and it also took place October 12th of 2024. This time it happened in Surrey, UK. Alex was actually just trying to capture the northern lights as they were predicted to be visible that night. However, when they went out, what they captured was I say low observability because you couldn't actually see the craft. There was like some sort of distortion there. So this low observability craft that is demonstrating what looks like positive lift, while a dimmer orb of light kind of comes out and dances around the craft. Like, you're not gonna believe it until you see the video. Sound off in the comments. That thing was bright as hell, and like I said, you couldn't actually make out the object. What makes it even crazier and more interesting is, again, these dates. This also happened October 12th, right? The very next day is when we saw this UFO craft or several craft over Langley Air Base. And now, that is a sighting that was actually just kind of confirmed as a swarm of UFO drones. And these UFO drones are the ones that are posited to have come from this alien mothership. the mothership allegedly dropped off these UFO drones on a close pass-by of the Earth. And all of these seeming confirmations all come a day after the alleged UFO crash in Washington, D.C., which happened at midnight from the 13th of October to the 14th of October of 2024, literally right after the Langley Air Base UFO that we just saw. Like, literally right after all of this is happening, like, boom, 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 boom. This is crazy. Like, y'all, are we getting disclosure? Tell me, what does an artificial interstellar object mean to you?
Pentagon guy, a UFO chief, the chairman of Harvard's astronomy department as well, both releasing a report on Tuesday where they wrote an artificial interstellar object could potentially be a parent craft that releases many small probes during its close passage to Earth. You've got the Pentagon talking about the idea of a mothership going above us and sending probes down.
Things are really starting to heat up. And honestly, guys, honestly, I think that government is starting to feel the pressure of all this UFO secrecy. It's getting harder and harder for them to maintain the facade, and it seems that these UFO pilots are starting to show themselves more and more deliberately each time. Very much like the UAP that ties a bow on this video. Bright, obscure, diamond-shaped, oh, and yeah, following a plane. So what do you think? Is disclosure coming, or is it already here? I want to showcase this awesome uncovering of an old video from 2017. It's actually two videos of a sphere in Poland, and I don't even know how to explain it, because in one of the clips you're going to see that the sphere consumes another sphere. Maybe the little one flew into it and the big one's a mothership. I don't know, it gave me real Pac-Man vibes. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Check this out. I don't know, that's very strange to me. This comes courtesy of Creep Pasta on Reddit. I appreciate him for posting this. I I've seen images and videos of UFOs like that sphere. If you look when it zooms in, when the little one's about to come in, it looks like it has portholes or windows. We've seen stuff like that, but I've never seen this small in such clarity, that small ship going into a mothership like that. What do we have that does that? We don't have drone motherships that poop out other little drones and then have them come back in, especially not in 2017. I mean, we had drones then, but not as advanced as now. Like, I don't know, I like it. I think it's so interesting, and I'm appreciative that it pops up during this UFO sighting drought, and it adds enough mystery to keep us enticed and intrigued for a little bit longer. This is from Burka AGCA TV. Oh?
Böyle görünüyor. Bak yukarıda duruyor.
Oh, is it these lights over here in the back? Oh my god.
Çekecek galiba arkadaşlar.
Oh, like, I mean, he's probably on his phone and it's nighttime. This quality, though, I'm not quite sure of it. This is June 18th, 2024 in Imzir, Turkey. In Sirelti, Izmir, Turkey. Excuse me, I hope I said that right. It's very interesting. This is one of those cases again where I want to see this same area in the daytime so that we could get a good look, a good visual of what the surrounding landscape looks like. Because if there's giant mountains and hills, these could just be cars or mountains on a hill. Oh my! This comes from YouTube Center Mine. Whoa! It's moving! What the hell is that? Where are they?
If it is a UFO, we'll find out in the news tonight.
June 19th, 2024. In New York? What? I haven't seen news about it. If he said it's this just June 19th, this just happened. So we might see news about it. What is that? What the flip is that? I mean, again, UFOs usually don't use our blinking lights and blinking patterns, but that looks insane. Where in New York was this? God, I wish we had more information provided to us. It definitely was moving. Look at that sucker. What this could be, especially because of the blinking, in my opinion, this could be one of our reverse engineered craft as opposed to their crafts. Because I feel like we would add the blinking lights to our reverse engineered crafts. Wow. And that thing must be massive. Oh, this is definitely in the sky. This comes from YouTube Live Zocker. What the flip flop? Oh, not the music. What the hell is that? Again, the blinking throws me off a little bit. I don't know that they need the blinking lights. This is June 19th as well, 2024 in Austria. The one thing I will say is we don't know how their technology works. So maybe it's not blinking in the way that our stuff blinks. Maybe the blinking is a side effect of something else that it's doing. But the blinking just always makes me feel like it is our craft as opposed to their craft. This is a great sighting. Wow. 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 This one comes from YouTube Shelly S UFO.
Fleet of UFOs.
Whoa! Yes, you are, Shelly. What the what? Child, those are not stars. Those are not birds. Look at how they're doing this weird, like, dancing back and forth. Do you see that? Are you guys seeing that? And it looks like they're all doing it.
Let me move a little bit so you guys can see them.
Oh, I don't know. It's giving a weird movement.
Incredible.
It almost looked like it was moving with her camera.
Wow. Incredible.
But it could just be that they're all moving in unison. Yeah, because when she sits still, it's still moving.
That is beautiful.
It's interesting. I mean, it is beautiful. It's like stars during the day. What are they? What are these little dancing close to each other UFOs doing?
Wow.
What is this? Where was this again? This was like also June 19th in California. Wow. Wow. I have no words for that. Those are not birds. Mick West. No, let me stop. That's just incredible. Oh, it's such a cool capture, and she seemed genuine in her reaction. This comes from Junju Nunya.
Not going. Oh man.
He's wondering if it's just a plane. Oh, I kind of see it right here, blinking right here. I see it. Now it's sitting still.
A little rocket going right here.
Well, move your hand, buddy. We can see it. This happened June 19, 2024 in Cape Coral, Florida.
But there was something rocketing this way. So
I don't know about rocketing, but I see a blinking steady light where he was pointing. He said his eyes aren't good. Yeah, buddy, I can tell. Go back to where you were. I don't know, but I want to keep examining that blinking light, buddy.
Who knows what they're doing up there? It's total Truman Show down here.
He
Up
said
there.
it's a total Truman Show. Oh, oh, look at that movement. That's moving. And there's a little
some like
blinking light
desert or
under it.
something?
Stop moving the
Is that,
camera!
like, in the middle of water, an island?
Sorry, I just got, like, really, come on.
I don't see anything. It would.
I'm kind of mad he was just panning the camera around like a madman. What is this? What is this?
Coming right up there.
This is from Ron Kent on YouTube. Oh, I see that.
Yeah, they're out. They just stay along the top of the tree line.
Oh, interesting. And
I
clever.
just came past there, he wasn't there, and there he is. You saw me scanning that direction, the direction.
Also, June 19th, all of this happened yesterday, June 19th, 2024 in Maryland.
Back there.
What's back there? What do you say?
He's right above where the base is back there.
There's a base back there, okay. Again, we're near a base. This could be one of ours. It has a flicker, it has a blink to it. It could be one of our reverse engineered ships.
He's still back here. I hear a jet above me, way above me.
I hear the jet
lost
too.
the vision of him.
I didn't lose the vision. Go back.
What?
I wish I could control their
But don't look
camera.
on UFO at night. If I stood out here for another half hour till it got dark, they'd be out.
Show those too then. Like, don't skimp out. Show me everything. Whoa. This is from YouTube UFO Hunters. Again, when you type in UFO Hunters on YouTube, so many come up that I never know which one. But this looks incredible. This is that possible mothership, this giant mothership that people are saying that they saw in China. Look at this. This happened June 12th, 2024 in China. And what's wild about this UFO in China is that it's not the only one that we've seen like this. There have been videos that have come out from China where we see full cities in the sky. And I'm not going to lie to you, that kind of looks like a city, like tall buildings and their lights like coming through the clouds. Zoom back in on that. What is that? That could be a mothership. Or even, it could even be a portal. And the UFOs come out from inside of it. What is, it almost looks like it's trying to cloak or it's camouflaged. What the fuck? It looks like it has I don't know why he keeps showing those buildings. It looks like it has like this cloudy aura to it. Are you guys seeing that? The quality really degraded here. That's quite the interesting UFO. And it's huge. And with all those lights, that could be the mothership. I mean, I don't know what the hell that could be, especially considering we've actually seen other UFO like this. I actually know why it's so pixelated is because they tried to bring it out more. Mavi UFO probably tried to enhance it for us, but I just see a lot of pixelation. That thing looks incredible though. It's huge. This one's from YouTube Scrappy. What is that? Is it this? What is that? But it looks like it's in the mountain. That could be like a firework or someone doing something that they shouldn't be doing.
Ves que parece que tiene la forma como que
June 12th, 2024. He said it has the appearance as though it's close.
la forma del platillo.
Wait, I didn't hear. Wait, what? What'd you say?
Tiene la forma como que ves que parece que tiene la forma como que estaría cerca y como que
like it's close. I don't know. I feel like it is interesting. The coloring in the light, the shine of it, it's very interesting. But it being in the mountain, that could be a number of things. That could be anything. That could be someone with an extremely bright flashlight or a flare. It could be a number of things. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's interesting though. What? Did that little sucker just blink in and out of existence, or am I tripping? I see it. And then it vanished. And it came back. Oh, whoa. And now look at it moving. Oh, oh, it vanished again. Oh, what? Was that another one? Was that another one? Oh, look at, oh, that one zipping to its shoom. This was June 14th, 2024 in New Zealand. This is from Illutopia. My God. June 14th, 2024, New Zealand. I can't even speak today. That's cool. Oh, another one just appeared on the right-hand side. Move your camera. Just move it over a little bit. It's gone. Whatever I saw is gone because you didn't move your camera. Illutopia. Yeah, see how Mavi darkens it so that you can get better contrast and see the lights better? Look at that mother tucker. Look at him. Then the one that zips by, that got me. Look, 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 look. What are those? Let me stop. But look at that. That's so cool and so crazy. Now we have the one on the right. It's like disappearing and he's not focusing on it. And the one on the left that I just saw and they're not focusing on it. But that was a cool sighting. That was interesting. It definitely had interesting maneuvers, if you will. I like that sighting. They were zipping about. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. User. Oh, okay. You guys, I don't know if you can see that on screen, but it's just a bunch of letters and numbers. Y'all know my skeptical behind is gonna come in here, and I'm gonna be honest. This is June 14th, 2024 in Japan. Oh, I love Japan. Oh, domo arigato gozaimasu for your contribution. But baby, I think it's a plane. Just because it has like the blinking navigator lights. I'm seeing the blinking navigator lights. I feel like those could be headlights or spotlights on the plane. It's just so far away and it's nighttime. So because it's far away and nighttime, it gets so hazy and the camera can't really focus through all of the noise of the darkness that it does look like a UFO. Like it looks like the 3 dots. But with that blinking lights, I'm gearing more towards airplane. Still interesting. Still a good capture. This comes from YouTube Christelle Verbakel. This is another case in which, do you see that movement there? I wish they would zoom out a little bit. This looks like it's focused in the sky. And with the way that other one just moved, we'll see a little bit, see what comes from it. But this feels very much like one of those spotlights that we were talking about the other day. This is June 12th, 2024 in the Netherlands. Focus on the object, honey. Interesting. I think it's interesting, but again, in the beginning, we saw that one light just kind of move. And this one's not really, this other light that's sitting there is not doing anything anomalous. Look, there it goes. And we have blue and white. Definitely thinking it's a spotlight. Again, for an event near them, maybe a club opening. You're actually seeing a little bit more of the spotlights here. The way that it just brightened up, this is coming from underneath. Yes, right now they're focusing the light there. Yes, this is a spotlight. I'm sorry. Again, I've used these. I still have one in the United States. I've set up events with these spotlights. This is the exact effects that they make. You can focus in the beam. You can narrow the beam, which makes it brighter sometimes. You can even change the color on some of them. I think it's a spotlight personally. Feel free to let me know in the comments below what your opinion is on it. I'm not discrediting whatever your opinion is, but I do think it's a spotlight. I'm grateful that they uploaded it because, you never know. It's always better to look even if you're wrong. Always better to record and be debunked, because if you're not wrong, we could have incredible smoking gun breaking evidence on our hands. This comes from YouTube Anomalous. Interesting. Oh, look at that sucker down there. That's intriguing. I don't see any blinking lights on that. Hmm. And there it goes behind the trees. Bye, UFO. This was June 13th, 2024 in Pennsylvania. Oh, yes. Oh, I love this. I love this person capturing the UFO because they said, you're not going behind the tree, baby. I'm coming around and looking for you. Interesting that it went behind the tree line, almost as if to get out of view, and then it stopped there because when they moved, it was sitting still. Now it's heading back in the other direction. This is definitely anomalous. This is weird. I almost feel like I see a blinking coming from it, but oh, I do see a blink. Oh, and then like a flicker. Oh, but that looks like it's giving out a lot of colors and it's light. But then I don't know. It did change directions. Oh, it's changing directions again. Oh, no, now it's going back. It did definitely go behind the tree line and then go to the left. Granted, this could be, I hate to say this, but they are more common now. It could be a drone. It could be like a neighbor a few houses down playing with their drone. This person doesn't know, and they're just like, what the hell is that? So, of course, they're going to go and record because what the hell is that? But we're not hearing any sound. It was silent. It's just again, the blinking just makes me feel like it's very man-made. Although there could be causes for blinking and flickering that are completely unrelated to it being a man-made craft. So I'll leave this one up for debate. I'm not too sure about this one. Let me know in the comments what you think. Great moon capture. I wish they would have. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now we're getting more detail. Oh, it's definitely blinking. That doesn't look like a normal plane. We've talked about in the previous video how there are some UFOs that end up disguising themselves as an airplane or try to. This looks like it's trying to disguise itself as something normal. Like, look, I'm blinking. I'm totally normal. But none of our crafts have all those lights. I don't know what the hell that is. And it even looked like the flickering or the flashing of the bright white lights were flashing onto the clouds as well. I love this person. They are like, I am going to capture you. I don't care what trees you go behind. You will be seen. Oh, look at those colors. Those colors were really, really interesting. And I feel, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that last one. That it could be man-made, but I feel like that one could have been one of those, oh, my computer turned into the background. It could be one of those, the UFO is trying to pretend to be a plane to fool us. You ain't fooling nobody, UFO. It's interesting. I feel like this was a great and interesting collection of UFO UAP. That mothership in China, I have no explanation for it. Not just because that honestly, I just want real quick. That mothership in China, they could even have faked it because the way that it was kind of blurry and the quality, but we've seen several UFO UAP sightings from China, and some of them are legit, and they're all just as crazy as that one. So to me, that could be very much real. I don't know how I feel about that. It looked beautiful, in my opinion. It looked like one of those, and we've seen them before, cities in the sky. I, uh, Heaven, is that you?
We gotta have like turbines and things. You see something?
It does?
Oh, look, they're white
So
things.
weird. Yeah, it's like.
Maybe like a turbine thing. Look.
Oh, I see, but it's super weird. What the heck? And it's like turning.
Yeah, it's like doing us.
Oh my gosh. What is that?
Bebê. Olha pra lá, Bebê.
Oh, tem OVNI. Tem?
O quê? Tem o quê?
Oh, there's like fire coming out of it, or like what is that? And it's really high. it's coming this side. Where did it go?
Um avião, não é?
No,
Não, não tem nem asa.
And there's like... How does something like that even fly?
I don't know.
It is awesome.
See, even though we didn't get to see it shoot away, that was still really strange to me. And not just the weird orb or distortion on the edges, whatever was going on there. I found it strange the way that it changed direction as well. I don't know. I think it's anomalous. Next, we have a wild UFO captured from a passenger plane. According to the uploader, they were flying to the 48 near the middle of the night. This was captured about 200 miles offshore of LAX. And according to the uploader, they were looking north, and this happened in August of 2023. The passengers apparently watched these lights for about 30 minutes. This dude that happened to be recording has put together the best of this 30-minute clip and shared it with everyone. This one is really strange because we have no idea what these lights are, and our pilots still have to navigate up there. Check it out and let me know what you think in the comments. Now, while that's really interesting and probably a little scary for our pilots, the night sky just gets weirder. In this next UFO video, you're going to see an elongated, brightly glowing craft captured with an infrared camera. As the person is recording this UFO, it begins to release orbs from the mothercraft. Like the mothership begins to release orbs in real time. These orbs that it's dropping out come out in a triangular formation that start changing to like line formation. Like they're doing formations. These orbs are coming out of the mothership and doing formations in the sky, and concluded in a new craft made up of bright green orbs. This last craft can be seen without the infrared and can be seen with the naked eye. I know this sounds insane, and that's why I have to show you this video, because this UFO is so wild, you have to see it to believe it.
Episodes and incidents on infrared. Let's walk through some of them. You've got one that's called the Mothership Fleet. Tell us about that video, October 2017, what the circumstances were, where you were, and what you saw.
Certainly. Thanks, George, for asking about that sighting. That's probably the best recording I've shot to date. And this took place at Long Beach, in Long Beach, California. I had just purchased a new home there, and I was in my backyard just doing yard work actually one day when I looked up and saw this tremendous blob of light in the sky, this huge white elongated light. And this looked a little different than most of the normal objects I see, which are typically orbs or circular objects. This was kind of like an elongated tube. Now, when I saw this object, I immediately grabbed my camera, which is an infrared recording camera. I use a Canon SX60, which has been modified to record in full spectrum to see these other ranges of light that we can't see with our eyes. So once I put the camera on this big glowing light in the sky, all these smaller orbs were released from the object, which was just fascinating. And I'll add the first 3 objects that came out of this portal of light were in a triangular formation, which is very rare and also a commonality in these sightings for me.
Those triangle then formed like sort of a vertical line. It changed shapes too. So what was that display about? What was going on there? They were just trying to wow you?
I think it's just, I'm someone who avidly records these anomalies. I share them with the public, and I believe the more that you record them, the better the performances get. So in this case, I had been recording for about 8 or 9 years before I had this recording, and I just believe it wanted to share that moment with me on film to share with the world. And then the more important point is this triangular formation of objects that came out in the beginning. I've had 3 other sightings that were also triangular formations, and that's a way for us to communicate with each other, to know that we are interacting, and it's kind of a basic form of visual display that we communicate with.
You had a second one that was another one that's featured on your site, on your website link from March of 2017, these 5 green lights. That video has been shared all over the world. What the heck was that thing?
Thanks, George. Yeah, that was a really profound sighting, and it was actually a close range sighting. It was about 50 feet off the ground at my office in Newport Beach, and I saw this tremendously large object hovering right in my backyard of 5 green spears with a black tower on top of these spears. This tower was about 20 feet tall, and it was the strangest object I've ever seen in my life at close range. Now, I had the opportunity to film this very close, but when I put the camera on it and I hit record, my HD card was full. And so I panicked and I started erasing all the files from my camera, trying to capture this anomaly at close range. By the time I'd erased these files, it had traversed across the yard into the upper atmosphere. And that's when I finally got the lens on it. But as you can see, it performs all types of unusual maneuvers. It had spotlights, and it's something I saw at close range, so I can verify that it was truly an anomaly.
Y'all, isn't that one of the strangest sightings yet? Actually catching a UFO dropping off orbs is insane. I hope y'all are enjoying this so far. If you are, smash that like, but don't worry, because there's more. I don't know if you guys remember the Ranger H UFO. We checked it out not too long ago. It was the orb UFO that seemingly was taking pictures of us, and I called it the surveillance orb. Well, this year, Ranger H took it even further and saw if he could attempt to communicate with these orbs. So he began flashing this very bright light 7 times. And sure enough, the orbs replied. Y'all check this one out and let me know your thoughts. Like, what the flip-flop was that? The way that it lit up across the sky 7 times, like, bloop, 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 bloop. What? Very eerie. And I'm still a little suspicious of that video. Like, I'm like, oh, I don't know, maybe like some drone technology that he's using, but it's like, what drone is perfectly round and has no visible means of propulsion while also flashing into this bright orb of light? Weird stuff. But even weirder still is this other UFO from a plane, this time from the pilot's cockpit. That's right, we have another pilot cockpit UFO. But before we jump into that, Lou Elizondo has been doing a mini press tour for his new book, Imminent. And he had an interesting answer when questioned as to whether these aliens or NHI were benevolent. I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but take a look and let me know your opinions in the comments below.
There are many commentators who say that the non-human beings, the aliens, call them what you like, they're friendly, they're benevolent. That if they're real, they're no threat at all to humanity. Can we assume that?
Well, I think in order to understand if something is a threat, from a national security perspective, it's a very simple calculus. It's capabilities versus intent. we have examples where these things have disabled our nuclear capabilities, right? Like we see with Malmstrom Air Force Base and whatnot, where entire flights of our nuclear, part of our nuclear triad, has been taken offline, right? Nowhere did they stop our advancement from atomic technology development to nuclear technology. They didn't stop us testing weapons out in Nevada, and they didn't stop the proliferation of nuclear weapons from getting into the hands of other countries that are unfriendly, of countries like North Korea, and now India has them. And so I ask you, if these things are benevolent, why haven't they stopped that? There's zero information to suggest that what they are doing is for benevolent reasons.
I mean, I get where he's coming from. However, it seemed like a very political answer to me. And I have a feeling that the NHI or aliens or whatever you want to call them don't give a crap about our politics. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't care which country is doing, like, here on Earth as they're traveling the cosmos. Like, he was like, yeah, like, because they're helping other like, I'm sure aliens aren't like, yeah, America first. Like, I'm sure they don't care. That said, here is that pilot cockpit UFO video for y'all. It's very interesting. And we get a quote from the pilot himself. I'm an airline pilot and was flying over the Atlantic Ocean when me and Captain spotted these orbs of lights, and they kept moving around each other. At one point, we saw them move at incredible speeds and stop and hover instantaneously. It was at that moment I took out my phone to record them. Throughout the night, we kept seeing these UFO. One would show up, then another out of nowhere. I have another video showing two of them, and I turned the camera showing another group to the south. We've seen lots of things up here. We know what satellites look like. These are not satellites. And y'all, I would have to agree with him. Whatever they saw out there is definitely anomalous. And I'm so excited for y'all to check out this video. I just hope that they drop the other content they were talking about, like when they faced south and still saw the anomalies. But this is the original recording from the pilot's cockpit. Found that one so interesting. I think a lot of the UFOs from airplanes are interesting because drones can't get that high, so it's definitely not drones. And it's why I love when a pilot sees it happen, because pilots are used to satellites and emergency flares that go that high. If some crazy ish is happening up there, they're trained on these things. So if a pilot is telling us this is not normal and it is anomalous and we have multiple recordings of it, we need to really look into it. That right there is a true anomaly. What an exciting throwback that was. I want to know in the comments below, do these videos of motherships from before hold new meaning to you now that the government is confirming UFO sightings? If so, why? I find this fascinating, and I do believe that the release of information, not just the video, but the information in the files, does corroborate some of these sightings, as obviously other people have seen very similar things. So in my opinion, I do feel that it lends more credence to these videos, but I want to know your opinions in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, smash like. I'll see you in the next one.